Do you know you can actually make so much money from agribusiness without even owning one plot of land, without even owning a land? So many people, or a lot of people, want to be in the agribusiness space and the agricultural space, but they don't know. They just feel that it's just about planting, harvesting, going to the market to sell. But sometimes it's beyond that, because this agriculture is into so many levels, and one of them is agribusiness. You can be a farmer and not an agripreneur. I don't know if you understand. So the agribusiness is just like the business side of it, and why the farming and all that is the practical side of it. So today I'm going to be telling you how to make so much money without even owning a plot of land or even being in the field. Hello everyone, it's your pretty farmer farm with IJ, and as you all know, I always come here to give you tips on how to be a very successful farmer. Sit right there for a very impactful section. And the good thing about this is that it can even be a side hustle. So many people have their full-time jobs and they are looking for an extra way to make some income, or you have some savings that you don't really know what to do with it and you don't want to keep it in the bank and you just want your money to basically work for you. This video is also for you. Before going into any agribusiness or before going into any business, you should consider the demand of that business. And we all know that palm oil is one product that is in very, 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 very high demand. Let's push it down here to Nigeria or even Africa. Every home in Nigeria here uses palm oil. You might not use the vegetable oil, you might not use any other thing in your kitchen, but you see palm oil is an essential. Even if a liter of palm oil sells for 10,000 naira today, a lot of people, in fact everybody in Nigeria, is still going to buy that oil because we can't do without it. You can do without other things or other ingredients, but you can't do without palm oil. Palm oil is very essential even in cosmetic factories, cooking, and even for export. It has very, very high export value. One very good thing about this product, or one very good thing about palm oil, is that the storing process is very easy. Just like oil or palm oil can last at least for a period of 6 months, 7 months, and your oil is still fresh. That is one of the things you need to consider when doing a business. It's not like the perishables, like the tomatoes or the peppers, that maybe after a week or 2 weeks or thereabouts they perish. This can stay literally 6 months, 7 months, and even more. So that is what makes it a very, very good business to venture in right now. And in economics, the higher the price, the higher the demand. That is why this palm oil, it has seasons where it's surplus, where you can get it very, very, very cheap. And in some times also, you even buy it triple the price of what you bought it when it was cheap. This business has made so many people millionaires, billionaires, and they've built generational wealth from this business. There are a few ways to make money from palm oil business. Let's start from where palm oil comes from. Palm oil comes from the palm tree. And in the Bible, a portion of the Bible says that you shall flourish like the palm tree. What does it mean when they say you flourish like a palm tree? Flourishing like a palm tree means that every part of you is in use. But now we are specifying on the palm fruit. Palm fruit is where palm oil is gotten from. So there are so many ways you can make there are so many ways you can make money from palm fruit. First has to be the buying and the selling, which is the trading we all know. You can buy and retail. You can go to mills, buy and retail. You can also buy in scarcity you can also buy in surplus and sell in scarcity. So you can also be into the processing side, or you can also be in the exporting side. Whichever way you are, or whichever section you are or sector you are, best bet is that you're going to make so much money from it. Say this product is in very high demand. I mean crazy demand. In the world, Nigeria is the 5th largest producer of palm oil, but we still import palm oil from our neighboring countries. This shows that the demand of palm oil is so much. Even in Nigeria here, you're not even able to meet up the demands of palm oil we have here in Nigeria. Some people might not really want to, be in the business of buying and selling, but they actually want to be the producers or the farmers of this palm fruit. You can, if you have a land, or maybe even for those that don't want to make use of their land or don't want to be in the farm every day, you can use your land or the land you have and cultivate or plant these palm trees. The hybrid ones of this tree takes about 3 to 4 years before they start producing, and you can harvest up to 10 years, so you can start by planting them. As at now, a bunch of palm fruit is sold for 1,500 naira. So a tree can give you like 5, 6, 7, and times how many you have. So that is you still making lots of money from it. And for exporting palm oil, we all know that in the diaspora we have so many Africans in the diaspora, and they always want and need fresh palm oil to make their foods there. If you have access to export oil, it's still a very, very good business plan for you. You will make double of your money by exporting palm oil to other countries or to Africans in diaspora. Then down to the business we have today, which is the buying and selling of palm oil. Buying when it's surplus and selling when it's scarce. So the good time or the best time to buy palm oil for storage is around February to May. Within this space, anytime you buy palm oil, it's usually lesser. So by this time of the year, as at now, we are in April, so palm oil, the prices is less now. Anything from September, you might be selling twice the price you bought it. So that money you kept in your bank, or that money you have somewhere that you don't want to use, or you don't know what to do with it, or you can just use it and buy palm oil, store it in the right way, and when it's time, you sell and make your profit. I am going to do that, or I have started doing that already. By buying in bulk and selling later, automatically you don't need a farm for that. All you just need is the good connection. You need the right person, you need the right vendor for the palm oil, and that is it. That is all you need. And storage space, that is all you need for you to make that millions in agribusiness. Then if you're a retailer, you can buy 25 liter or however you want to buy it and retail in 1 liter. You can create a brand around it, you can do whatever it is and market your product. Go to supermarkets, go to eateries, go to people that use palm oil, or even personal, for people that use it for personal use. You're still going to make double or triple of your money. This is a business that no matter how you do it, you're not going to fail. And the very good thing about it is that the demand is high. You can never go wrong by selling palm oil. Palm oil will not spoil in your hands because there is ready buyers to pick them up at any time, at any day. You might be thinking, okay, I have said so much and we've already done so much set induction about this palm oil. Let's now get down to the business proper. You might be asking, how much capital is enough for you to start this palm oil business? The truth is that it requires capital. That is the truth. And also, the business is also a business of game. And also, the business is also a business of game of numbers. So the more you have, the more money you're going to make. Basically, you can start with 100,000, 200, 500, 1 million, 10 million, 20 million, however you want it. But at least for you to be reasonable, you should start by maybe buying like 10 gallons or thereabout. So as of today, palm oil is just the palm oil of 25 liter is selling for about 43,000 naira. And the keg, which is 25 liter, is sold for 4,000, 5,000, depending on where you're buying from. Basically, a gallon of 25 liter is sold for 48,000 to 50,000 or more, depending on where you're buying from, depending on who you are buying from, and that is it. So you see, anywhere your hand reaches, or anywhere you can, or anyhow, or anywhere your money reaches, that you can start from there. You can start from buying 5 kegs, 10 kegs, 20, 100 drums, tons, depending on how much you have. So let's talk about where to get this oil, because a lot of people sell adulterated oil. That is why if you buy your oil and you keep it for like 1 month, after 1 month the oil has gone bad. This is because the oil is adulterated, or it was not produced right. That is why. So some places you can get this oil, mostly in the east here, or in the south, I think they have good palm oil in the east, like Imo State, Abia State, Cross River, Delta. So these people have very good oil. Akwa Ibom, they have really good oil. If you have access to anyone that has good oils in this state, you can get from them. But getting a very good oil or an oil mill in the north is one of the hardest things to do. So if you're in the north, I don't advise you to get those oil from the north, because here in the east we are the ones that sell to those in the north. So why are you buying from the north when we are supplying the north oil? So buying from the north is not a good decision, because most likely you might not get a very good oil. You can, and for you to get the best deals, you can take a trip to the remote villages where they produce this, or you can go to very big factories where these are produced and get a very fair price, you know. But if you can't do that, you can also get some vendors that are still trustworthy and their prices are fair enough to do that for you. So just make sure, because this is business, just make sure you get the lowest price and also quality oil, because you can still buy 20 liters, 100 liters, and if the oil is bad, that's going, you will still sell the oil low, but you might sell it below market price. So that is why you need to source very good oil and also get it in a cheaper place, so that while reselling, you're going to make your profit back. Is one thing to do the business, and is another thing to sell the produce. It's one thing to have money to do your business, and it's another thing to have a very good marketing strategy while doing this. Some people just feel like, oh, it's just okay, let me buy oil, let me keep it, after all this, that. If you are lazy to market your produce, you really want to drink that oil. So you need to get up from your bed, market your produce, go to people that need it. If it's industries or soap making industries or cosmetic industries, go to factories, go to them, or whoever. You can sell at the local market, you can sell anywhere, you can even export if you have the connection to do that. You can export to other countries and make your money. Even the restaurants or the eateries or wherever, because this is Nigeria, everybody uses red oil, palm oil. Everybody uses palm oil. So doing that offline is by going to the local markets, going to eateries and restaurants, and also going to export them. But marketing it online, you can build a brand around it, you can brand it. People know palm oil as being unbranded. You can brand it, add value to it, and sell at your price. It's not just about it being the palm oil. If you have the strength or you want to make it a brand, you can brand the oil, you can make it look aesthetic, and you sell it. People buy aesthetics. That is one thing you should know. So you can sell a bottle water is sold for 8,000 naira, another one is sold for 200 naira. Why? It's the aesthetics around it, and people still buy it. So if you can build a brand around it, or you can retail it very well, then you build a brand around it, market online, pay for ads and everything, you will see yourself selling so fast than you even expect. And if you're even in the east here sef, it's a very big advantage for you selling to those in the north. A very, very big advantage. Here in my location, trucks of oil, palm oil, move here every day. I mean, trucks move to the north every blessed day. So if you have a connection where you can sell oil to people in Lagos, you can sell oil to people in the north, and you have good connections, that is not going to be a problem. Money is not going to be a problem for you. You can start up with 500,000, and on the long run, you scale up. Business is all about scaling up. So you can market it to northerners, because the northerners use oil a lot, but they don't have oil in their place. They don't have enough oil, for their consumption. So most of the times, they depend on us here in the east. If you have good oils and you sell to those in the north, they're going to rush. You won't even be able to meet up with demand. So one of the market you should target is the northerners if you are in the east here. We all know that every business has pros and cons. So there are some certain mistakes you should avoid. While investing, you should be very wise in investing. These are the few mistakes you should avoid if you want to get the best out of this business. First, be very particular about the quality of oil you buy. A lot of people, you just call on the phone, please, I need this, I need that, without a trusted vendor, without checking out the oil you are buying. You need to have a trusted vendor. Make sure that the quality of oil you are buying is a very, very, very good quality. Because if it's not quality, when you're about to sell, you might either not sell it or sell it below market price. So this is very, very important if you want to make it in this business. Be very particular about the quality of oil you're going to buy, especially if you are storing it, because they're going to be staying there for like a period of 5 months or thereabout. Make sure you buy a good quality that can stay till that time. Because if you don't buy a good quality oil, the truth is that the oil will go bad before you sell it. You will sell, but you will sell below what you've bought it. So selling below what you've bought it is automatically a loss. And if you are storing, you also need to be particular about your storage facility, where you're storing it, how you're storing it. And first of all, you should make sure that the place where you're storing it does not have so much heat and it does not have so much water. Just a cool, dry place. And there is this thing we all know, that if you're storing palm oil or if you're keeping palm oil, do not keep it directly to the ground, especially to a cemented floor. It will change the taste of the oil. This is a very big hack that so many people don't know. You don't have to keep your palm oil in a cemented floor. Make sure you keep it on an elevated place. You can, where you're going to store your oil, you might put a plank just below it. Then you can now keep your oil above it. If you keep your oil on a ground that is cemented, your oil might change taste on the long run, and you might end up losing some money from that. And also, for people that don't have access to buying this oil, or don't have the time, or don't know where to buy it, you can sort for a very good vendor to help you do that. So many vendors are scammers. You might send them money and they will buy rubbish for you, or you might send them money and you won't even hear from them again. So before you pay your money to anybody to buy this product for you, make sure they are verified. Make sure you know them very well and they won't disappoint, and make sure the quality of oil they deliver is top notch. I think this is the basic knowledge you need to know before going into that palm oil business. This is just the basic knowledge. Yes, it will make you that money. Yes, it's going to make you that millionaire you want to be. Yes, it's going to double your money, but you need to take these certain steps I have said earlier. So you see, you can make money from agribusiness without even owning one palm tree, without even owning one palm fruit. So that is how beautiful agribusiness is. Anybody can go into it as long as you have the right strategy and you meet the right people. definitely you're going to make so much money from it. So let's take for example, you bought a keg of oil for 50,000 naira in the month of April, and by August, September, or October, that keg of oil is now selling for 80,000 naira. Last year, a keg of oil sold for 70,000 naira. Last year, I personally, I bought oil for around 25,000 naira by this time of the year. And check out, now this year, that same oil is sold for 43,000 naira. So which means if it sold for 43,000 this year, it's going to be more expensive when it's scarce. I don't know if you get what I mean. So if a keg of oil you bought for 50,000 naira is now sold for 80,000 naira in the next 5 months, that is, you are making 30,000 naira from one jerry can of oil. Let's take for example, you bought 10. So 30,000 times 10, that is your free 300,000 naira. Double of your money. So it's a very sweet business. Basically, what you need is the right information, the strategy, and being consistent, and also being a very good marketer. Because for you to have a successful business, you need to be a good marketer. So my beautiful people, if you found this video helpful, why don't you click on that subscribe button and share this video to everybody or anybody you know that needs this video. It might really go a long way for somebody. And also, for those of you that don't have the capacity to start up a farm right now or don't have the time, I'll be coming here from time to time to plug you into some agribusiness that you can do that will still fetch you lots of money in agriculture. I'll also be in the comment section. You can ask your questions and whatever you want to know about this. I'm willing to answer you. I'm willing to take you through it and all that. With that being said, to have a lovely day and bye.